It is day number 45 of the self-quarantine today here in Los Angeles. It's going to be a very short video. There wasn't much to do today. It was quite warm. It wasn't as hot as the past few days, so it was in the higher 80s, but with a little shade, a little ice cream, and some cold water with ice, it was manageable. Um, what was interesting today, I actually had my very first Zoom chat. It's a group chat that you can go through the internet, have like as many as like 50 people at one time, and I probably more, and you talk at the same time, kind of like if like a group chat. And what was funny about this group chat is that I didn't know that this was an actual weekly thing going on. It's a group chat of my former job that I used to have before the layoffs. So it was a lot of my coworkers that wanted to know how I was doing. I wanted to know how they were doing, but I didn't know about it until someone texted me last night saying, "Hey, are you gonna go to the Zoom group chat?" And I'm thinking to myself, "What is she talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't think this is going on." Until I check my emails, I go to my inbox, I don't see anything until I click the junk mail, and that's when I saw like, oh my gosh, I missed so many weeks of these group chats. So it was actually nice kind of seeing everyone. It only lasted an hour, but probably could last a little bit more depending on certain situations. But it was nice seeing everyone. But regarding the coronavirus here in Los Angeles, the number of cases and deaths are still rising. It's not slowing down at all. And a recent article in the LA Times talked and researched a new data that was being looked at here in Los Angeles, that over the past week, the number of deaths has doubled here in Los Angeles. And the people that are being mostly affected are the poor communities, the low income communities. So it's still in its early stages, but that's the statistic that is being tested and being reviewed so far, that the number of deaths have doubled of the coronavirus here in Los Angeles, and that it's impacting the low income, poorest communities so far. Something interesting also that was in the news later today, the OC Fair, the county fair, has been officially been canceled. For the first time since World War II, this county fair has been canceled. Never has it been canceled for any other reason besides a world war. And that was big news. But I understand, even though it's the summer, there's just too many people gathering around. There's no way to social distance each other. And a lot of people would urge others to stay at home, but if a county fair is there, a lot of people will ignore the social distancing, they will ignore the masks, and there's just no way to patrol that many people going there unless you cap it. But then if you cap it, then the merchants lose money, and it's just a whole mess. And I think they did it right. I think that's the only logical thing to do. And it's a bummer, I know, and I know this for a fact because as a person that loves to go to conventions, likes to go to fairs, I'm still not happy that they canceled Anime Expo, they canceled Comic Con, and now this. So the summer is looking more and more open to other possibilities of just being creative of what we can do. But it looks like for the next couple of months is we gotta keep things interesting in the house, not get bored, and try to open our horizons a little bit. So it's not too bad. And lastly, everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying the sunset just like I am, just enjoying the simple things in life. I know it's been a hard time adjusting to this new reality during this pandemic. It's hard to believe that it's been over 40 days since the start of this lockdown. Many of you watching around the world probably has had it longer than here in the United States or here in Los Angeles, but I'm just sharing my experience here in Los Angeles. But that's the reality so far, and we do our best to cope with it and to adjust to it and to live with it. I know we have to accept it, and when we accept it, it's a little easier, and then also it can actually be a chance to better ourselves, to find a hobby, to be creative, to listen to different music, to read different books, to discover something. So I think that's an opportunity. It's what you make of it during these crises. When there is a crisis, there could be an opportunity. So we just have to have that positive mindset. So just sending lots of positive vibes. So everyone, make sure you stay strong, stay safe.